Talk 365 TV's Talking Movies, now with Holly Love and Todd Summers. And welcome back to Talk 365 TV. Holly Love, Trip Mitchell, and while that was very informative, that last block,
yes,
didn't actually encourage me to go to breakfast after the show today.
Really? Because you're nervous about your teeth?
No, because all the stuff you mentioned.
Oh, all the gangrene and
yeah.
infection.
Yeah.
If you missed it, check it out on YouTube. You'll find it.
Yeah, if you want to lose a couple pounds.
So we have a brand new segment. My old friend, Mr. Todd Summers, came over the other day and we got thinking about how we could play together because we love movies. We are huge fans of movies. And a long time ago, you know, it's hard to do the math when I'm only 29, but it was a while ago, Todd and I hosted a little show on KJazz called The Magnificent Movie Showcase. It was a lot like TBS's Dinner and a Movie. We came in during the breaks and we talked movies. We got to go to LA, we did some junkets. And so neither of us are critics, but we are just huge fans. Todd loves classic movies. What is your favorite classic movie? Do you have one? And what would you define classic?
You know, so Vita was gone this weekend. The St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup, so she flew home for the parade and all the festivities, and it was insane.
Awesome.
But I had a chance to watch some classic movies, and they didn't hold up. The test of time was rough on them.
Oh, okay.
So what is considered probably a top 5 movie by everyone? Serious critic is The Godfather.
Okay. Would you stand by that? Would that be your go-to classic?
No, I mean it was very dated. And then I watched Blazing Saddles.
Okay. It's very racist.
Oh, it is.
It would not survive today. No,
It would not.
Politically incorrect much.
Then Caddyshack. So I've gone back and forth, but I have saved Apollo 13, which I haven't seen before. So you want to watch. But Shawshank Redemption is a movie that I've never seen.
Really?
And
oh my gosh, it is a beautiful film, and
don't
you will cry.
Don't you love Rotten Tomatoes? So on your...
I don't get Rotten Tomatoes. I don't understand how it works.
But literally, you can look at a movie, you can go through the guide, and you know pretty much if it's good or not.
So if the tomatoes are more rotten?
Well, if it's 80% or above, it's a wonderful movie.
80% rotten or 80% not rotten?
Not rotten, I think would be the way to put it.
I think so too, but then when you look at it, it looks more rotten the higher the number. I don't know, maybe I need some training on that. Nonetheless, if you don't get Rotten Tomatoes, you'll definitely get Todd and I. We sat down and we're gonna tell you what to watch in theaters, what to watch again, and what to watch party. All this happening right here, right now. Here you go. Hey everybody, welcome to our Talking Movies. I'm Holly Love and that is Todd Summers, and here we are coming at you each month to tell you what to watch in theaters, watch again, and watch party. Hey Toddy, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing good. I love that we do this now.
I know, I'm so excited because Holly and I aren't really movie critics or even movie reviewers.
No.
We don't go to junkets yet. But we love movies, we're movie fans, and so we're going to give you our perspective.
We have some
That's
movie
true.
experience. Now
That's true.
I have junketed. We do Sundance every year.
That's right. I'm sorry.
And then back in the day, we hosted a little show called The Magnificent Movie Showcase, which basically Todd here was my very first producer and gave me my very first regular TV gig. How was I in the audition?
Fantastic.
Exactly. He has to say that because we're still friends. But we had so much fun. Those were the most fun days. And we're ultimate fans. You are a classic film expert.
I'm not very comfortable
Hollywood.
with expert, but
you really are.
I love classic Hollywood and the movies from the golden era.
You have a lot of history, a lot of Hollywood history knowledge.
Yeah.
And I love movies and I love, behind the scenes stuff, and anyway, it's really, really fun. So for July, our movies that we're going to tell you should watch in theaters, I'm going first and stealing it, Spider-Man.
Oh, you got me.
I know,
because
it was a no-brainer. That one's really easy. So I'm not a comic book expert, as a lot of my previous co-hosts will attest. I know nothing, but I love them. I love all of the movies. I get DC and Marvel confused. I'm sorry, please forgive me. But Sylvia's shaking her head. She keeps me in line.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that kid. He is so cute.
Tom Holland?
Yes, I adore him. So this one takes place post-Avengers.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of get a little bit of understanding of what in the world happened there at the end.
Right.
I hope, at least. And my cute little nephew, Kellett, who has been on a mission, is coming home we kind of always like compared him to that Spider-Man because he's just cute and helpful and such a love.
Yeah.
And he's been gone, and it's just ironic. My sister is so excited she's not watched any Marvel movies because she wanted to wait for Kellett to come back.
Yeah.
And they're going to do one of those whole big watch from the beginning to end, ending with, of course, Spider-Man, this one coming out.
That's
but we got to go to it in theaters, people. We'll make a whole party of it. So your pick.
So my pick is Stuber with Dave Bautista. Now, do you remember him? He's the huge guy in Guardians of the Galaxy. Huge, kind of green with the red.
Just like sarcastic as all get out. I love him so much when he tells the bug how hideous she is.
Right.
That is like my favorite. Right. I love that guy.
He's great. And I just saw a trailer for it that looks really funny. It stars Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
I think I pronounced that right.
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm sorry if I didn't. But it's kind of he's a Uber driver, Kumail is, and Dave is a huge, like, grizzled LA detective, and somehow they come together and they go on these adventures, and it really looks funny.
Oh, so, I love it.
I'm excited to see it.
So Kumail, we got to interview at Sundance for The Big Sick when it premiered. We got to interview Judd Apatow and watch that whole thing unfold. Did you ever see that movie?
No, I didn't.
It is one to watch again. I'll even do a little preemptive watch again on that because seriously, it's like one of those that is just insta classic for movies like that.
All right.
Okay, so speaking of watch again, since that one was impromptu and not planned, you go. Watch again.
A movie that you can watch again over and over for me is Good Will Hunting.
Ooh,
I love that movie from 1997. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Robin Williams. Robin Williams won his only Oscar, maybe?
Is that? I don't know.
I don't know if it's his only, but the Oscar was for Best Supporting Actor, yeah.
Because that whole thing was the big sweep with Ben and Matt and all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was huge.
Ben and Matt won an Oscar for Best Writing and Screenplay. And there has always been a little bit of controversy about that because they had some help with certain people.
Along the way, collaborative efforts. But I think really that's how every film is made at the end of the day. I know people who live by them in Hollywood that were, you know, it's like 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. They were neighbors, lived in the neighborhood. They all knew of each other. They were all in the grind of, you know, working it and hustling. And you know, from all the people I knew that knew them, if they did have some help, it was from people like that. And maybe they were a step up above them, but like, hey, will you read this and give me your thoughts on it? But it came from them, so it's a fun story. I love the story too.
Yeah, it's full of heart and great performances.
Makes you cry.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever a time I watch that I don't cry.
Yeah.
It's just that good.
There's some powerful, powerful scenes in it. So that would be mine.
That is a good one. And you know what? I know that it is on Netflix right now, so you can find it there. If I were to pick one that I want to watch again, I jumped into the John Wick series. And I missed it in theaters. It was going to be my watch in theaters in June because life is crazy. But I watched it online, the first one, and I did this because number one, I fell in love with Keanu all over again for Always Be My Maybe on Netflix. So this is kind of a 2-for-1 watch again. But for now, I jumped into John Wick, and he is bad. Hey, Todd.
Oh, he is. You know what?
I mean, don't hurt anything he loves or take his car.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
Right?
Great movie. All 3 of them I've really enjoyed.
So I still need to watch 2 and 3, and all of them are available, of course, on Google Play and all of those apps. So I will find them, I will watch it again, but that is my recommendation for you to jump in and get some, you know, hardcore action, I guess, this summer.
Yeah.
What is your watch party? Now, I have to say, Toddy, I'm going to say that we invented the watch party because we're that cool. I kind of think
I'll go along with that.
So binging was like, you know, the thing you do where you just stay up all night by yourself and it's like just happening. I love this new thing where you watch party. You get with your friends. Sylvia does it with her friends, with Cable Girls. That's her big thing. They are super excited because it's like girl power.
Oh, cool.
I think you'd really like it, actually. So we should probably do that together. But back to Todd and I being the original watch party.
Yeah.
We get together 2, 3, 5, 7 times a week because we'd be into a TV show like,
Right.
you know, Dexter on Netflix.
Right.
We'd pull in a few friends, Doug
Yeah.
and otherwise Maddie Davis.
They'd usually fall asleep. We'd
and
keep
we would
watching.
stay awake.
Yeah.
Yes. Ooh, we watched Girls. We need to catch up on
Yeah,
Girls.
don't tell anybody that I watched Girls with you.
I demanded that Todd
It was
watch
good,
Girls.
though.
It was
I
good.
did enjoy
It
it.
is. Okay, yours.
I'm gonna go with, you know, it's Mad Men.
I haven't seen the last.
Haven't you? So I was in advertising. You know, I was
Yes,
for
you were.
like 12 years.
You were him.
I was him, but not
What's
as
his name?
cool.
John Draper.
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 Yeah, Draper, but it was
Don.
Don Draper.
Don Draper.
Yeah, played by John Hamm, who's, you know, handsome guy. And it was set
Beautiful.
back in the 60s. They called them Mad Men because they were on Madison Avenue.
Oh,
That's the
I didn't
play
get that.
right there, yeah.
Ah.
And so a gentleman that I knew was a madman in New York City on
the
Madison,
60s?
in advertising.
And was it like that, where everybody drank in the afternoon
He
and
said
they
he
just
doesn't.
high paid?
Yeah, he said he didn't remember the smoking as much, but he said definitely there were a lot of drinking.
Yeah. If we can peel ourselves away from the Californication, which is now streaming on Netflix again,
Oh,
that one
is
is
it
a
back?
hard one to miss. Yep.
That's, you know,
Always a classic.
It really is my favorite.
Yeah, it's good.
And that's my binge watch when I need when I'm I don't care too much
You
about,
need to feel like a bad A a little bit.
right. You know, I'm just gonna say what the heck, like he does.
Don't you think he's like the divorced guy's like hero?
Absolutely.
And you know, you're at this point, you're like, wow, I've sort of done it all wrong. And then you watch that and you're like, you know what, I can still be cool.
Yeah.
I even get that from him.
Right.
He's my hero for it
Yeah.
all. Let's do a quick recap.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Right.
Then, of course, Stuber.
Stuber. Yeah.
Then you got Watch It Agains.
Yep. That was Good Will Hunting.
What was mine? John Wick.
Yes. Start with the first one
Yep, John Wick. And then
and the second, and then go see the third while it's in
Yes.
theaters.
Yep. And then, of course, our watch party was
Mad Men.
Mad Men for you.
For
and
me.
I was saying do either Californication
Yeah.
or go AP Bio on Hulu. Have you watched that yet? Hysterical.
AP
I
Bio?
laugh so hard. Patton Oswalt
he's
is
hilarious.
just rocking it. So
Cool.
there you go,
There you
Toddy.
go,
Are
yeah.
we doing this again next month?
Let's do it again.
And then-
this is fun. Thanks for having me on.
Watch every week because Toddy has his own classic movie minutes where
Yeah.
he tells you a wonderful movie from the 30s.
Right.
Explain that.
Well, I just love classic movies. I feel like the best movies were made between 1911 and like 65. That's just me.
Yeah.
I love the lighting, the acting, the writing, the directing. It was Hollywood's glamour years,
Yep.
you know? And a lot of people that I come in contact have never heard of some of these movies.
Yep.
And so for them, it's the first time seeing them. And I love that. I love watching a movie with somebody who's never seen it and just watching their reaction to it.
So be sure and check us out
Yeah.
on YouTube, online. You can find us there. And we're going to be doing some giveaways as well. So check out our Talk
Great.
365 TV Facebook page. You can see what we'll be doing, movie tickets and all kinds of fun paraphernalia that Todd and I have based on our Hollywood history and stuff we want to give away to you. So tell us what you think. We want to know what you recommend that you watch in theaters, watch again, and of course, what you guys are watch partying. Like Sylvia with the Cable Girls, what are you guys doing? What are you getting ready for? What are you excited for? Tell us, interact with us, jump in on Facebook. You can find us, of course, on Talk 365 TV. We're also on Instagram and Twitter. Wherever you want to talk to us, just jump in and do it. And then we'd also like to share here on the show what you have going on. Give
Yeah.
some shout outs, all
Absolutely.
that good stuff.
Yeah.
Toddy, thanks for coming. I'm so excited for next month.
Yeah.
We'll have fun. I'm pumped.
All right.
Have a wonderful movie time, and we'll be right back on Talk 365 TV right after this.